Om Shanti. In a world where 24/7 I am just reacting to situations, not consciously choosing my response, but reacting to situations. Just take these two words and start playing with them. Reacting to situations, choosing my response. Is there a difference between the two? Reacting to situations, choosing my response. Is there a difference to the two? What is the difference? Performance time is over. Conversation time has started. So don't stare at me. There's no performance happening here. Performance time is over now. What is the difference? Reacting to situations, choosing a response. I know the answer. You are going to share the answer. Reacting to situation, choosing my response. I take charge. And when I react to situations, just visualize. Rewind the day today. Scene after scene after scene after scene. Every scene gets a response. But there could be two ways, just reacting or consciously choosing my response. Check the day that has passed. Were you in the reacting zone? Or were you in the awareness zone of consciously choosing your response? Simple difference. If I'm reacting to situations, that how I think, feel, behave is dependent on. If I'm reacting to situations, then how I think, feel, behave will depend on the situation. So if the situation was favorable and I react to the situation, beautiful, I'm going to be happy. Because my reaction is dependent on the energy of the situation. For example, the beautiful performance, flawless, harmony, perfect situation, we were happy. We didn't have to do anything to be happy. We didn't do anything to be happy. The situation was perfect. So the situation was perfect. We didn't consciously choose to be happy. We just reacted to the situation. What if the dance was a mess? Look at the vibration of the hall changed. Everything was perfect. I react, life beautiful, I was happy, I applauded, everything perfect. What if everything had gone wrong here? Somebody missing their steps, somebody tripping and falling off, somebody getting entangled and confused, and the whole performance was a total chaos. And then if I would have just reacted to the performance, what would my state of mind be? What would it be? It would be as chaotic as the performance, or probably even more chaotic than the performance. Is it possible that the performance was a mess and I was happy? Performance was perfect, I was happy, effortless. You don't have to do anything for that. Just react to the situation. Is it possible the performance was a mess? Absolutely everything went wrong. Beautifully wrong. It just couldn't have gone. It was perfectly wrong. Could my mind be perfectly happy in a perfectly messed up situation? If I'm reacting to situation, then no. If I'm consciously choosing my response to situation, then Why should I be happy when the performance was messed up? Why should I? Why should I? I'm not giving any of the answers. I'm only going to ask questions. Answers are going to come from there. Why should I create right thoughts in a wrong situation? Wrong means not my way. Wrong only means not my way. I had expected a flawless performance because the brother said we're preparing since months. So, matlab. So months की preparation थी, so it should be a flawless performance. But what if everything went wrong? Why should I think right in situations which are not my way? One, is it possible to think right? Two, why should I think right? And the third comes how to think right. But most important is it possible to think right, be calm, be stable, be happy, be peaceful, radiate blessings to all the ones who made the mistake? Possible? Opinion poll? Yes? Uthalo, uthalo. You're all on camera today, all over the world. Is it possible? Your family is watching you. So when they perform wrongly at home, they'll say, you raised your hand over there in the hall. Possible. Obviously possible. Why possible? Because the performance is on the stage, not in my mind. What they do is the performance on the stage. What I think is the performance in my mind. And the performance in my mind is not dependent to the performance on the stage. True or false? अच्छे से बोलो, true or false? क्यों अच्छे से बोलना है? So that your mind is listening. And let it understand the truth. Because then it has to live that truth from tonight. We're going to stop living like a victim and say, but, how could I be happy when? So to remember this scene, that performance on the stage is their power, performance in the mind is my power. Sure, not just in a dance, but in every scene of life, sure. Now remove the dancers and bring your spouse there, your children there, and see them behaving in ways which are absolutely not wrong, not your way. Tricky? Already tricky? Why tricky? Equation doesn't change. Remember in school, we only had to learn the equations. What specific problem is going to come in the exam, we did not know. So the problem could be just a dance performance. The problem could be somebody betraying and cheating me. The problem could be someone didn't like my photo on social media tomorrow morning. It's a range of problems. Problem means something that life throws at me. As simple as just a performance, as simple as approval on social media, as simple as someone's behavior, a little tougher, somebody cheating, betraying, and the toughest, a family member moves forward on their journey in life. It's a range. But the range is only in the situation. But irrespective of whether it was just an insignificant approval to losing the most important person of my life, it's still a situation. And whether it is the dance on the stage or whether it is the toughest scene of my life, what I'm going to create here is dependent on you already raised your hands. You forgot in 5 minutes you raised your hands. It's not going to change. The equation doesn't change. The problems change. Equation is the same. And so it's so important to have the right equation, because if I don't have the right equation, even a simple scene like not getting approval on social media, and I'll be like, Nobody likes me. People have stopped liking me. People like the other person more than me. Even something as simple as that can get up very messed up for me only because I got the equation wrong. So let's not focus on the problems that are going to come. Let's focus on getting the equations right. So what's the equation? Am I the creator of my thoughts and feelings? Yes or no? Always or sometimes? So let's say that. I am. अच्छे से बोलो. I am. अच्छे से doesn't mean shouting. अच्छे से just means with conviction so that it gets recorded here. Don't just repeat. Because you're going to record it here on your subconscious. I am always. So we are underlining the always there. The creator of my thoughts, feelings, words and behavior. अब जरा फिर से बोलिए. Always the creator of my thoughts, feelings, words and behavior. Always. So if my spouse doesn't behave my way, smile, the power is still with you. Let's stop living like a victim. A victim says, they were not right to me, how can I be happy? Then the victim says, this person was not right to me, how could I be peaceful? Then the victim says, weather is not nice today morning, so obviously I'm depressive. Then the victim says, I lost my job, how can I be calm and stable today? It's a victim feeling. And Master says, what does the Master say? The situation is not favorable, but I am the creator of my thoughts and emotions. And when I remember that I am the creator, then the second thing which is very important is I choose what to create. Do we choose to create hurt or people hurt us? Have any of you ever been hurt? Once, twice, or many times? Many times, acha. By the same person or multiple people? Acha, multiple people. Now, bring them on the screen of your mind. Just for 30 seconds, we relive what they did, and after that, we're going to delete it. This is the last time we're going to see that scene. What they did, how they behaved. See the scene. Now check their power. They're very powerful. They're very powerful because they have the power of doing what they are doing. Do they have the power to get into my mind and create my pain? They have the power to be rude, to be abusive, to cheat, to betray, and we're not talking of spouse, it can be anybody. Do they have the power to enter my mind and hurt me? Think again, go back to that situation, see what they did, and just look at what they did, and now look at what I did in response to what they did. What was their power? They could be there and repeatedly do what they were doing. It could be a neighbor repeatedly doing what they're doing. They have the power outside. Can they enter into my mind and create my hurt for me? Sure, certain. Anyone feels people can enter into my mind and create my hurt for me? Acha, come out of that situation now. Everyone's gone there. Come out, come out, come out. It was supposed to be only for 30 seconds. Can they enter into my mind and create my hurt, my insult, my humiliation? Do they create it? Do they create it? Do they create it? इतना ठंडा नो है, अभी तक श्योर नहीं है. Do they create it? पक्का? So then what is the meaning of the line, they hurt me? Change the line. Change the line. Shift from a victim to a master. They hurt me means bichara main. Victim. They did what they did and they hurt me. Victim. So I believe that they hurt me, and then I believe that they can heal me. And to heal me, they need to change. And I'm waiting. Have you ever seen yourself sulking at the other person, waiting for an apology? Please, sorry, bolo. I know we don't do this, but actually we're doing this. We look at them with that face and they're like, what happened? They say, you don't even remember what happened? So honestly, I don't remember what happened. You forgot what happened this morning before you were leaving for work? What happened this morning? Nobody loves me. They don't even remember what happened this morning. Do you want to live your life like this? Please put something in this for me to be happy. And when they say sorry, even though they've forgotten what happened, they're literally throwing that into your bowl and saying, Khush raho. I don't remember what happened, but because you are saying something happened, so must have happened. Change your mood and stop sulking, and so I'm saying sorry. So what is that? What is that? Want to live like this? Do we want to live like this? No. So stop standing in front of people and saying, apologize. Because I believe they hurt me, and I believe when they will apologize, then I will get healed. And the first time they say sorry, we look at them and say, yeah, but I don't think you've still realized. Person says, honestly, I'm saying I apologize. No, I don't think so. Because you know what, I'm not healed yet. So say a little more. So keep saying, keep doing something, be nice to me. And then by the time my pain gets healed, then I look at them and say, now you've realized. Victim. Victim feeling. Completely dependent on the other person. In a world which says freedom. In a world which believes we are independent. You tell somebody, don't do this, do this. They say, who are you to tell me what I have to do? I am. So don't tell me what I have to do, what I don't have to do, what I have to eat, what I don't have to eat, how I have to live. Don't tell me anything. I'm independent. But say one word and you become the controller of my mind. Dependency. Emotional dependency will never allow us to be happy, because then to be happy, everybody else has to perform perfect. And everybody is genuinely making an effort to perform perfect, but their definition of perfect might not match with my definition of perfect. How many of you have experienced that you believed you were perfect, but the other person got hurt? Ever experienced that? You believed you were right, but the other person created hurt. Yes? Which means their hurt is not dependent on our performance. So who hurt me? Who hurt me? Say the name of that wonderful person. Who hurt me? Who hurt me? Say it, say it. Who hurt me? I created the hurt. So the list becomes very small. From all the multiple names, now we have only one name left. Every time people were behaving in a manner which was not my way, Somebody could say something to you when you're alone. Someone could say something in front of 100 people. Somebody can write and post about you on social media. Completely their choice. It's only reflecting their personality. Second step to remember, whatever people are speaking to you or about you is a reflection of flowers. Let us all talk about them. 2,000 of us, each one will have a different opinion. The flowers are the same. So my opinion is dependent on the opinion I have about the flowers is dependent on how many of you find them beautiful? Why you're looking at other people's hand? That is another cause of not being happy. Checking what everybody is saying and doing, because that may be right. How many feel they're beautiful flowers? How many feel they're very beautiful? Why did you change your opinion? You could have kept your hand down and said, they're not just beautiful, they're amazing. How many of you feel no use? After some time. How many of you believe waste of money? You're also changing your opinion again and again, see? This is how it is. But you know what? Whether we raise our hands saying beautiful flowers, whether we raise our hands saying very beautiful flowers, whether we raise hands saying waste of money, just look at the flowers. They remain the same. Are they affected? If a flower can do it, can I do it or not do it? Can I do it or not do it? So just keep this picture here, that all of us had an opinion about the flower. The flower remained what the flower is. Now, what if we had to call one of you on stage and ask 2,000 people, how do you like their dress? Do you think 2,000 people will say, very beautiful? No, because 2,000 people will have, 2,000 people will have different opinions. Is it okay for people to have a different opinion on what I'm wearing? Yes? Sure? 100%? So next time someone walks up to you and say, what are you wearing? Then don't go, oh. No. Why? Isn't a person allowed to have an opinion about what I'm wearing? Yes? Let people be honest. Don't drop your face and then they have to lie to you saying, no, you're looking very beautiful. And then go like, ah. That is why most of the time we are faking things to each other. And then we are saying, why are people faking? Because we are not ready to listen to the truth. People are ready to speak the truth. Am I ready to listen to the truth? Am I ready to say, yes, everybody is allowed to have their own opinion? So is it okay if someone walks up to you and say, what are you wearing? Will you be fine? I am the creator of my every thought, feeling, word, and behavior. It is just their opinion. Can you be fine? Can you be fine? Sure? After this program, someone is going to say to you, so be sure. Sure? Just visualize this. Everyone's opinion. What I bought was my choice. Who is supposed to like it? Who is supposed to like it? Me. You and everybody who went with you to buy it. Everyone else is not supposed to be forced to like it. And now we don't only accept and expect approval from people around us. We will wear a new dress, click a photo, and post it for strangers to say you're looking so beautiful. This is how this addiction gets deeper and deeper and deeper. And people will wake up in the morning, half asleep, eyes closed, like, khush raho. And that's it. And I feel good first thing in the morning that everybody likes me. So from today, everyone's allowed to have an opinion on what I'm wearing, and they can tell the truth. Fine? Certain? Be sure. Sure? Everybody? Everyone's allowed to have an opinion on the car I buy, my new house, the phone I buy. Everybody's allowed to have an opinion on the work I do. Yes? Sure? Sure, nahi ho baby. Pakka? Nobody can hurt me. No one is criticizing me. They're only experiencing and expressing their opinion through their sanskars. So someone can say, I think this is a waste of money. So this is my opinion, expressed very neutrally. And someone can come and say, what is this? How much money have you wasted? Don't you understand? The line is the same, but the expression depends on the sanskar of the person. So when someone is giving us an opinion, it is two things, opinion plus sanskar of that person. So then we look at them and say, even if you had to say it, at least you should have said it a little, again, be nice to me. No. I understand, this is your opinion, and I also understand this is your sanskar. Sanskar means the person you are, your nature. And what you are saying is your opinion coming through your sanskar. I am the master. I have the choice how to think, feel, speak, and behave. This has to be a background music of life. Now, if someone had to come and have an opinion on you, not on what you're wearing and buying. If someone had to walk up to you and say, I don't like you, what happened? The problem is the same. Opinion plus sanskar. I don't like you. Is it okay? Is it okay? Is it okay if people don't like me? Sure. Is it okay if people don't like me? No hurt? No feeling rejected? No saying I don't want to live anymore because they don't like me? I can't tell you how many emails we get from children, youth. I don't want to live anymore because they rejected me. That is how dependent we become. That our mind is ready to say such extreme thoughts saying, I don't want to live anymore because they rejected me. Because I believed if somebody rejected me, it is my personal failure. The flowers are beautiful. If I reject them, that is my choice. Nothing to do with the flowers. They are as pretty as they are. But whatever people say to us, about us, we start believing that it is about me. We don't remember that it is about them. Their opinion is, let's complete the line. Their opinion is their opinion based on their sanskar. It doesn't mean we don't take feedback. Someone says something to you, take the feedback, check, do I want to change this? Do I don't want to change this? And beautiful gratitude. Thank you for the feedback. But if it came with the sanskar of criticism, then blessing to the other person. So some people give very good feedback, but they give it with critical energy. And some people can say the worst of things so sweetly that it takes you 30 minutes to realize, oh, they were actually not being nice to me. हो सकता है या नहीं हो सकता? हाँ, ऐसा प्यार से मार के जाते हैं. So it is the opinion plus the sanskar of the person. There are two things at play. Take the opinion, check if it is right for you. If it is, gratitude. Sanskar of the person, if it is comfortable, gratitude, and if it is uncomfortable, blessings. Why blessings? Because the other person is in emotional pain. For me to criticize somebody and to use negative, harsh energy, it means I'm an unhappy person. You don't want to bless people who are unhappy? Do we bless people who are unwell? Do we bless people who are unwell? Or do we look at them and say, how can you not be well? How dare? No, we bless them. What do we say to them? Get well soon. So say it in your mind. Don't say it to them. They are not happy. They are not happy. Whether it is they are not happy in life or they are not happy just for those 30 seconds. But they are not happy. For anyone to say bitter words, for anyone to say disrespectful words, for anyone to be critical and judgmental, they have to be emotionally unwell. And we're living in a world where many people are not taking care of their emotional health. And when I don't take care of my emotional health, I'm not in the perfect health. And so if you do something which is not my way, I can get critical, I can get judgmental. I can even do something worse than that because I am not happy. Like we take good care of people who are physically unwell, are we ready to take care of people who are emotionally unwell? How many of you are ready to take care of people who are physically unwell? At home, family, not outside, just at home, within family. How many of you do it? All of us. Natural, nature. We don't say, you're not well, so I'm also not well. No. You say, you're not well, don't worry, I'll take care of everything. I'll cook for you, I'll do your work for you, I'll clean, I'll do everything. You take care of yourself. So caregiving is our sanskar, is our nature. Being kind and compassionate is our nature. Putting other people's health on priority and being there for them is my nature. I just have to shift my nature from only physical health to also emotional health. What would be the signs of a person who is emotionally unwell? List. 1. Which are the sanskars which are emotionally unwell? Not mental health issue, emotionally unwell. Anger, ego, disrespectful, which means using wrong words. Jealousy, very good. Once you start taking out the list, you'll realize it's a long one. Next. Yes, ego, anger, jealousy, criticism, anything else? Grief, greed. Sad, yes, even when I'm sad. Anything else? Insecurity. Insecurity. Lack of self-respect. Discontented. Very good. What else? Emotionally unwell. Manipulative. Controlling. Dominating. Inferior feeling. Superior feeling. Fear. Worry. Attachment. Expectations. List is long. Do you know anyone around you who's emotionally unwell? And what about the person sitting on your chair? So the truth is that almost all of us have some sanskar or the other out of this. I could be very caring, very humble, sharing, helpful, but I could have temper issues. So, 5 beautiful qualities, but one sanskar, and it just washes off the effect of all the good work that I do. Because people are not ready to take care of me. People consume my emotional infection and create pain and then blame me for their pain. So, am I ready to become an emotional caregiver? Physical caregiver, all of us. Emotional caregiver. Then we'll see how to do it. We just have to decide whether I want to be, don't want to be. Yes or no? Sure. Now we would be thinking, but I am emotionally unwell, so how am I going to be taking care of others? Because the secret is, when you take care of others' emotional health, in the process you're becoming emotionally healthier and stronger. But when you live like a victim to other people's emotional illnesses, then I keep on consuming their emotional infection and my emotional health goes down. So bring back that same person whom you believed hurt you, see them there, and when they did what they did, even if it was for 30 seconds, they were emotionally unwell. So visualize that they were carrying an emotional infection, and what did I do to that infection? What did I do to that infection? I just consumed that infection, and within 30 seconds, I was also emotionally unwell. The disease could be different. They shouted, I silently cried. And I look back at them and say, look at me, I kept quiet. I didn't say anything to you. So it's like you were wrong, I was the right one. You were emotionally disturbed, and then I was emotionally disturbed. Both were emotionally unwell. One could be loud and one could be silent, but both are in emotional pain. In those 30 seconds, had I remembered that they are going through pain, that is why they are doing what they are doing, behaving how they are behaving. I am the master of my mind. Let me take a pause of 10 seconds and radiate blessings to them and strengthen them. What would have happened? 1, I would have not consumed the pain. 2nd, I would have protected myself. 3rd, I would have created blessings for them. 4th, I would have started healing them. This way or that way, we have a choice. You live like a victim, you will consume everyone's emotional pain. And you start living like a master, you will heal yourself, and in the process, start healing people around you. Which one is a better life? Which one is the better life? Which one is the easier life? Which one is the easier life? Victim is easier? Easier means in which there is more effort. To live like a victim or a master, which one is easier? Victim is always in pain. Because morning I meet someone, they say something to me, then I go to work, someone else said something to me. I'm consuming emotional infection of so many people. You can even consume emotional infection on the road. How many of you get disturbed when somebody doesn't drive the right way? Put up your hands, put up your hands. Let's see how many of us consume infection from a stranger on the road. You don't have to put up your wife's hand for. Not allowed, not allowed, not allowed. You're watching TV and you're watching the world news. And if you get angry, you're consuming the emotional infection of the one who did what they did. And when brother was saying in the beginning, 15 years we are working towards creating a peaceful world. So it's a 30 years project, out of which 15 years are over. And in 15 years, has the world become more peaceful? Has it become more peaceful? No. And the reason is only one. We are consuming the infection of people around us. Same like COVID. How were we able to get COVID into control? Because we started protecting ourselves. Mask, distancing, vaccine, everything, whatever we chose. Had we said, it's okay, it's COVID, I'm not going to wear a mask, I'm not going to stay indoor, I'm not going, every person on the planet would have had COVID within a few years. That is what we've done. All of us have some emotional illness or the other because we did not create the protection, and we said they did this, so obviously I will feel this, and I consumed. First step, let's do it with strangers first. When I'm watching on the world news, someone in some part of the world has done something which is labeled as a crime. They did that because they are emotionally unwell. Right or wrong? Right? They're doing that because they're emotionally unwell. It could be any of the emotions of the long list we have created. It could be domination, it could be control, it could be fear, it could be insecurity, it could be lust, it could be ego, it could be greed, anything. They are emotionally unwell. And they have just done something which is flashing on everyone's television set and phone. So suddenly a world of millions and billions of people are watching that one person repeatedly. And then millions of us are together creating an emotion which is of aggression, anger, hatred. One person did what they did, and then millions of us only reacted to that situation, and we created more hatred and hurt and anger in the world. Can we stop that part? We probably don't have the power to stop them from doing what they're doing, but we have the power to stop creating the pain that we are creating in the world. Are we ready to do that? Are we ready to do that? Can you do it that when you hear or watch what someone has done, just take a 10-second pause, connect to the divine and radiate a blessing to them? Can we do that? Can we do that? You know, if we start doing that, then what we are watching on the news will start reducing, because the world will shift. The world will shift. What is the energy of this room right now? It's the energy of 2,000 minds in this room. Now, if 2,000 minds are very peaceful and calm right now, and one person walks in, now visualize this, how this is going to happen. 2,000 minds, very calm, stable. One person walks in and says, I want a chair. And somebody says, there's no place here. And that person reacts. But 2,000 minds are very calm and peaceful. Do you think your energy will influence that one person? Yes or no? Yes. And then that person will say, but I had a ticket, but I had registration. And the sister will say, but you know what? But your energy in the meantime of the room is working on that person. And within 5 minutes, that person is going to say, no problem, it's okay. I'll stand or I'll just sit down. Possible? Who changed him? Who changed him? Who changed him? No, our collective energy changed him. Opposite. One person walks in, is a little irritated, is a little upset about something, and 2,000 minds are chaotic. And when that little disturbed mind walks into a room where 2,000 minds are chaotic, then the disturbance of that one individual manifests into not just a disturbance in the mind, it will come out as a reaction in a behavior. So, what we are watching, what is happening in the world, is emotional illnesses come out in the behavior level. And then we look at the screen and we say, how can someone do like this? You want to eradicate crime from the world? Do you want to eradicate crime from the world? Sure. How many of you want to finish rape and abuse from the planet? All of us? Let's delete lust from our mind. Delete lust from your mind, it will finish off in behavior. Because it's in behavior in a small number of people, but it's on the minds of, that's what's creating the vibration in the air. We want to finish corruption, let's finish greed on the mind. We want to finish terror, let's finish anger on the mind. Are we ready to do that? And that is why we have the power to create a beautiful world only by doing one thing, taking care of the mind, because when I change, the world will change. That's the power. That's the power. But if I keep consuming what the world is doing and I start creating more of that, then I am morally responsible for the state of the world today. I have no right to look at people and say, how could they do this? I'll say, I am a part of the crime. So when we are creating lust, ego, greed, anger, hurt, we are lowering the vibration of the planet. And a little attention, a little shift, forgive, bless them. No problem, release, let go. I am not just creating calm in my mind, I am shifting the vibration of the planet. Because everyone's mind is a part of the energy of this room right now. Who creates the vibration of our homes? Who's creating the vibration of the house? How many people at home? 4, 5, 6, 2? Today we are more focused on the size of the house, the furniture of the house, then the paintings and the artifacts of the house. Because we know everyone will come and say, what a beautiful home. It doesn't mean that we're not going to buy big homes and beautiful homes. Big homes, beautiful homes, but high energy homes. So that someone enters your house and doesn't even notice the furniture or the artifact, but just enters your house and says, what is there in your house? I'm feeling very peaceful after coming here. What is it there that is there in your house? Do you want to create a house like that? Do you want to create a home like that? Yes. Can we create a house like that? Yes. What do we have to do? What do we have to do? Live like a master. Live like a master. Today we are saying, how do we empower our children? Why is parenting becoming tougher day by day? Parenting is becoming tougher because disempowered parents are trying to empower children. You can't give to the other person what you don't have. You have money and so you can give them everything that money can buy, which is very important. But if you want to give them power, if you want to make them emotionally strong, if you don't want anyone in your family to ever go close to a mental health issue, then start creating power, not just money. Money will not be able to buy that power. Money can buy power of position. Money cannot buy this inner power. And you have no idea how helpless we feel when we have to see someone at home who is going through a low phase and we are not able to energize them and heal them because we don't know how to use that power. So do you want to empower family? Do you want to energize your children? Do you think it's the need of the hour? And have you ever paused to check that if we don't do it right now, what's going to be the state in the next 5 years? 20 years back, someone started using the word stress. Because I know 25 years back that word was not there. It was only in physics, not in emotions. I am stressed, you're stressed, they are stressed, we are stressed. It was not like that. We only used the word I'm tensed. One day before exam and one day before result, finished. Remaining 363 days, even that was not there. So we are not even talking history, we are talking our lifetime. So you and me are the last generation who knows what life was and who has the power to be able to create it and give it to these children. Otherwise, we are responsible for what they are going to go through. But we will have to witness what they are going through. So someone started using the word stress, the rest of us picked it up. Cool word. I'm stressed. Sounds good. And suddenly the word stress became a symbol of success, hardworking, that's why stress. So if someone says, I'm not stressed, they look at you, kyun kaam nahi chal raha, tension nahi. So people thought not stressed means failure. So unnecessarily started using, of course I am also stressed. Then it became a status symbol, I am more stressed than you because I'm doing better than you. And bol ke, we made stress a pandemic. And now if you had to go out of this hall and say to somebody, I'm not stressed, they will look at you and say, why? Not normal? That's how normal we have made it. But now the children have started using different words because they don't use old-fashioned words. So stress is an old-fashioned word. It's not cool anymore. So what are the words they are using now? Say, I'm depressed. I'm feeling anxious. I have anxiety. They don't have a mental health issue. But if they are going to repeatedly use these words and create that emotion, then after a couple of years, if you and me meet again like this, it's 100% certain we will be saying depression is normal. Because we're not doing anything for it. We're not doing anything for it. So in order to prevent a mental health issue, we have to take care of emotional health. If I live my life dependent on situations and reacting to situations, then I don't have the power to face a failure, face a rejection, because I'm so dependent on reacting to situations. But you and me have lived a life where we were not so dependent and we have become a little dependent today. But what's going to be the future of those who are growing up with this dependency? You don't think it's our responsibility to do something for them? Yes or no? It is one thing, please remember, it's the only thing you will not be able to buy with all the money you have, with all the contacts that you have. Because today we spend a lot of time and energy on making our connections and networking also. I should know so and so, I should know so and so, I should know so and so. जब ज़रूरत पड़ेगी तो वो काम आएंगे. And my karma, nothing else. Nothing else can protect us. You can have 100 visiting cards in your folder. But when you need it, maybe they are not in town, maybe somebody's traveling, maybe somebody's phone is busy. But if you have created that karmic account, a stranger will walk up to you and solve your problem and walk away. I don't need visiting cards for that. Make friends, be with people, help people, be there for them. But don't make connections thinking काम आएंगे. काम सिर्फ हमारे कर्म आते हैं. And so let's make it a priority. Let's make it a priority that while doing everything that I'm doing, while working hard to achieve everything I'm doing, I am going to start taking care of my emotional health. Ready? Ready? Sure? And what was the first step for that? What was the first equation? I am the master. So first homework today. For the next 3 days, we're going to do some homework. for the next 3 days at least, just like a practice. Even if you react, no problem. It's not a black and white story, it's a journey of a transition of emotions. So it's not possible that today I get angry 10 times a day and tomorrow I'm not angry at all. It's not going to happen because anger is my sanskar. It's going to take a little time to change it now. But from tomorrow, if I react, the first step is I'm not going to say because of. I'm going to say because of. So don't give the power away. Keep the power with yourself. Because when you know I created this anger, it's very powerful. Because then I know I created it and I have a choice. How much to create, when to create, with who to create. How many of you are able to choose with whom you want to get angry? Which means, in a workplace, you can shout at the one younger to you, junior to you. But when someone there is saying something to you, you may hate them in your minds, but you will never say a single wrong word. Right? Right? Which means I'm a master. I am choosing what I'm going to say. And most of us are still at that master stage. Some of us have crossed that master stage. And we don't know what we are saying, when we are saying, and to whom we are saying. Look at the customer care industry. Look at the service industry. Beautiful, aren't they? Masters. Say whatever to them. And if you see, most of us are showing our emotional health in service industry. Because nobody else will tolerate me, so I will do it over there where the other person is going to be absolutely calm and stable. And so we are reactive without any reason with them. We feel we've paid for it. So we are allowed to behave how we want to behave. But look at them, how they respond. Why are they responding like that? Why are they tolerating all my reactions? Because if they don't, they will, boliye, they will lose their job. So, which means I'm a powerful being, and when I have a reason, I will not react. So because I don't want to lose my job, I remain stable. It may not be in my mind, but at least it is in my words and behavior, because I don't want to lose my job. I don't want to lose my happiness and health. Can I respond the right way for my happiness and health? If people can do it for money, can I do it for my happiness and health? Yes? Yes? Sure? If somebody loses their job, doesn't matter. They'll get another one. But if I'm repeatedly losing my happiness and health, then I've created a life of pain, emotional and physical, only because I was reacting to people's behavior and situations. So first homework. I'm not going to say, I'm feeling like this because of. The answer is, I'm feeling like this because of me. Second, how long do I want to stay in this emotion? Who has the power to choose how long they want to remain hurt now? Who has the power to choose? I. See how much power we are getting back. Earlier it is, I will heal when they change. Now it is, I will heal when I choose. What creates my hurt? My way of thinking. What will heal my hurt? My way of thinking. A thought cuts another thought. So what was my vocabulary of hurt? Please say out your vocabulary of hurt when someone says something and you create hurt. What's the vocabulary? How does it go? Bata do. How does the vocabulary of hurt go? What does it go? Unhappy is the feeling. What are the thoughts? We have to clearly see the thought, because then we're going to change every thought of that. We have to heal ourselves. What was the vocabulary of thoughts? Insult is the emotion I feel after creating those thoughts. What is the thought? Insecurity is the feeling I create after creating those thoughts. What is the thought? Very good. Why did they do this to me? Is a thought. What is wrong in me because of which they don't approve of me? Is a thought. Very nice. What else? Check your thoughts. This is a life of awareness where I'm able to see what is getting created here. If I am not able to see my thoughts, I will not be able to change my thoughts. So I need to see my thoughts. Any other thought? What did I do wrong? Very good. What have I done to deserve this kind of a behavior? I've always been nice to them. Is this what I get in return? Now you will start seeing the pattern. Now, who created these thoughts? I. And when I start creating them, my vibration starts going. They must have said 2 lines. Who speaks more, they or my mind? Acha, very sure. Chalo, done. At least this is very clear. They will speak 2-3 lines and walk off. It is I who choose how long I'm going to talk like that to myself. And after creating all those emotions and lowering my vibrations, my energy gets so heavy here that now I need to talk to somebody to feel better. And all of us have some number whom we can call to feel better. I have to call that person up. I have to feel better. So again, they hurt me, you heal me. Please remember, every time you are going to repeat what happened, what is going to happen? It is like a wound which you are going to rub again and again and again. And some of us are rubbing very, very old wounds even today. You know what happened that day? Chalo, start. Do you know what they said? You can't even imagine what they said. So even we magnify it. Another person can say, do you know what they said yesterday? And we can say, do you know what they said yesterday? The magnifying lens is here. बड़ी बात को छोटा बना दो, नहीं तो छोटी बात को बड़ा बना दो. It is here. So when I repeat what has happened, please remember I'm creating the pain again and again and again. So this belief system that talking about me makes me feel better. Talking about what I should think in this situation can make you feel better. But talking about what they did only means I'm allowing my mind to repeatedly create that pain. But you know why we talk about it to other people? We want someone to endorse our reaction. We want someone to say, poor you, they did wrong to you. Sometimes when people come to us to talk about other people, and they don't even bring that other person with them. So who are we talking about? Somebody who's not there. So it's actually a waste of time and waste of energy. And so if we say to them, you know what you could do? They say, no, you don't understand. It's not about me. It's about them. Because they've not come to talk about what they have to do. They've only come to talk about what the other person did. Waste of time, waste of energy. Neither speak and neither allow other people to come and share this with you. Because people are nowadays looking for someone who's going to listen to their stories. And that's why some of us even write our stories on social media. The world should know what somebody has done to me. This is again like this. Endorse that I am right and the other person was wrong. If you go on nodding your head when somebody is telling you their story, in which they're only talking about the other person, then you are encouraging their sanskar of repeating painful stories like that. You're not only just consuming their pain just by listening. So don't say family and friends means we have to sit and listen to their story. No, we don't. Family and friends means we have to heal their pain. Family and friends means we have to show them what is their perspective in this situation. Family and friends means we have to share with them how they could think so that they could heal. Family and friends doesn't mean listening to stories and going and doing, अच्छा, उन्होंने आपके साथ ऐसा कर दिया, That is what the other person needs, the endorsement of being a victim. Do not endorse their being a victim. It's becoming your karma because you're allowing that person to stay like a victim. Within 1 minute, listen to their story and we say, understood. Now let's talk about what we are supposed to do. We are not here to talk about the person who's not here and you're going on saying they did this, they did this, they did this. Do not endorse victim behavior. It gets tougher for people. Even if the person sharing the story is your own child. Even if the person sharing the story is your daughter who comes home and says, you know what he did, you know what he did, you know what he did. If you want to listen, then call your son-in-law and ask him everything again. Yes, because you will hear a completely different story. Why? Because two people will always have a different perspective to the same situation and both are right. But by listening to one side and then blaming the other person for it, and then creating those critical and judgmental thoughts, you are weakening your child. You are allowing them to believe that they are a victim and the person to them has not been fair. This is called disempowering your children. Do not disempower them. They need a lot of strength. But we cannot treat them like fragile. Oh, bichara, aapko usne aisa bola, come, I am there for you. No. Why is divorce rate so high today? Because we said, come, I am there for you. Yes, we are there for them, but we are there to energize them and to send them back and make it work. Separation is in one of those really tough scenarios. That's all. Not, I don't feel like living. I'm not getting anything in this. Why should I be here? And they say, okay, come. Over. Finished. And we think that it was a good decision to move away. You've not moved away from the other person. You've moved away from your own emotional health. Because we are not allowing ourselves to energize, to bend, to adjust, to accept, to tolerate. No, move away. No. Whether it is a child getting bullied in school, empower them. Don't tell them, acha, he hit you, you go and hit back. No. तुम मेरा बेटा होके मार खा के आया, how could you do this? तुमने मारा क्यों नहीं उसको वापस? What are we teaching the child? Yes, we have to teach the child to protect themselves, but we have to teach them to be able to do that without. But we will be able to do all that if we are empowering ourselves on a daily basis, whether it is a physical bullying or whether it is an emotional bullying. The rule is the same. The rule is the same. It's not changing. And everything will come from one thing. I am the master. I am creating my thoughts and feelings. So let's release the people whom we've been holding on our mind. Are you ready to forgive them? Are you ready to forgive them? Are you ready to forgive them? And you know whom are you actually forgiving? See how wise we are. We know all the answers. I told you today, you're going to give the answers. We are not actually forgiving them. We are forgiving ourselves for having created that hurt and pain for so many years. So we can forgive them. Second, can we bless them? Can we bless people who are wrong to us? I am the master and I have a choice what to think. I can create a thought, I hate you, I will never forgive you, and I will never forget what you have done, is a thought. I understand that you're going through some emotional pain. I forgive what you have done, and I connect to the divine and radiate lots and lots of love and blessings to you, is a thought. Ye bhi soch hai, ye bhi soch hai. They're both just thoughts, nothing else. Nothing else. But which thought I choose will decide my destiny. Whether I create a destiny of happiness, health, power, and harmony, or whether I create a destiny of hurt, humiliation, and then manifest it into a disease. Disease in the body is actually a reflection of what's going on here. And that's why best of diet, best of exercise regime, best of everything. How many of us can say, I have a perfect, healthy body? Why? Because something here is not perfect. So the spiritual law is sankalp se srishti banti hai, which means thoughts create my world. Because every thought I create here is creating a feeling, is influencing my body, is reaching people, creating my relationships, and is going into what I do and creating my achievements. And it is radiating into the environment and creating the world environment. Can you see how the world environment has shifted this year? Do you see a change in the weather conditions all over the planet? Yes. Last week I was in Himachal Pradesh in India. It snows in winter, is normal. It was snowing in April. And they said this year it didn't snow in December. This morning I'm coming from Delhi. May is supposed to be really warm. There's thunderstorm, hail and rain every day. This is a shift. You know why? We shifted in our vibrations. Nature has started shifting. And if we still don't change, because it is like this is how the vibration impacts. The first impact is here, second impact is here, third impact is people, fourth impact is home, fifth impact is work, sixth impact is the world. When nature doesn't cooperate with us, will be another area where all the money in the world will not be able to solve the problem. And change is very simple here. How many of us would like to do something for the planet? Yes. Pakka hai na? Karna hai na? Chalo, done. First, right feelings and emotions. Because our every emotion is influencing the air, the water, the plants. How many of you believe that your emotions influence plants? Have you experienced it? So they don't just influence the plants in your garden. They influence the plants on the planet. They influence the water on the planet. So when I take that 10-second pause to change my thoughts, I don't just heal myself, I'm healing environment. Because my nature creates this nature. And when I hold on to a grudge, and I keep on grumbling inside, my nature is influencing this nature. Is it fair? Is it fair? No. So from today, second thing, I am the creator, no blaming. Second, change it quickly. So create anger, come back to silence quickly, 10 seconds. Create hurt, change your thought, come back to self-respect. So first is to create the right emotion, and second is to start checking how soon I can come to the right emotion. Does it take me 30 minutes? Then it takes me 10 minutes, then it takes me 1 minute, then it takes me 10 seconds, and then I don't even create it. This is called emotional fitness, stamina. It's like when you go to the gym, you don't pick up all the weights on the first day. But then you set your goals. Next month, this is what I'm going to lift. Even if nothing else, just remind yourself, my body is getting affected. My heart is getting affected. They said what they said, why am I? कर सकते हैं? कर सकते हैं? कर सकते हैं? बहुत easy है, बहुत easy है. बहुत easy है. And third, when I start blessing them, I'm going to heal my mind and body and also the environment. The world needs blessings. So one is to shift in our vibration, and second is when I start shifting in my vibrations this way, then being happy will become a natural way. Normal is the word, beautiful. So we're going to shift from stress is normal to happiness is normal. Imagine having a title password for happiness. Matlab, it is something so that it also needs a password. Happiness is our natural, normal way of being always. The word to be underlined is always. Because don't go back tomorrow and say, yeah, I thought I will be happy, but I did not think they will do this today. No. Problems can be anything, equation remains the same. They will do what they will do. I have a choice. I am the master. Most important is when we start taking care of the mind and we start remaining happy, we will stop buying for happiness. Do you think we buy for happiness? For many people, shopping is a de-stressor. I'm very stressed, I have to go shopping. The next time you check the label on a new dress, on a bag, on a shoe, on an artifact, don't just ask yourself, can I afford this? Because most of us can afford most of the things today. Just ask yourself whether the planet can afford it, and then buy. The planet has enough for our needs, but our desires can never be fulfilled. It's not possible. So buying something, bored after a couple of months, now I don't feel like wearing this, now I need to buy something new, what will people say? I'm wearing the same dress at a party. When we are buying for this, we are abusing the resources of the planet and we are creating our karma. Is it okay to wear the same dress to the party? Yes or no? Yes. And if someone says, oh, how come you're wearing the same dress like last time? Then smile like this, like how you're smiling right now. And if you don't feel like keeping quiet and you want to say something in return, very sweetly say, you know what, I care for the planet. That's all. Just say, you know what, I care for the planet. That's all. Our life is not about pleasing people. And you know why we want to please them is also like this. Their opinion doesn't make any difference to us actually. The truth is their opinion doesn't make any difference to us. But we want everyone to say, I am nice, I am good, I am this. This is like this. So when we start energizing ourselves, we are going to shift from being like this to being a giver. Which is better? Sure? Pakka? So एक बार बोलो, I don't need anything from anyone. अच्छा बिना सोचे बोल दिया ऐसे फटाफट से. एक बार रुको, check करो, all the people in the list of your life. Look at them. When we say I don't need anything from anyone, it means I don't need approval, I don't need appreciation, I don't need endorsement. I don't need, I am a giver. Ab bolo, I don't need anything from anyone. I only give and give and give to everyone, then who will give me? ऐसे बोलते हो, बिना सोचे नहीं बोलना चाहिए, पहले सोचो. If I am going to keep giving, who's going to give me? Who's going to give me? The truth is, when I give something to someone, I have to create that energy. Right? And that's why we said when someone is behaving wrongly to you, it is they who are in pain. Even if I have to say one line to you, how could you do this? I have to create so much hurt and anger like this inside me. So it's my mind and my body which gets affected. Because I created that energy to give it to you. I thought I was giving it to you, but actually who was the one who was receiving it first? And when you become a master, you're not even going to absorb my negative energy. So the next time you react, or the other person reacts, just pick out that oximeter which is lying in some cupboard still there, and take it out and just put it there and check whose pulse is getting affected, the giver or the receiver. Who do you think is getting affected? The giver, because it's a truth. It is the giver who experiences the energy. So give anger, you will experience it. Give forgiveness, you will experience it. Give hurt, you will experience it. Give compassion, you will experience it. Because to give, you have to create. And when you create, you experience. When you experience, you radiate. So to experience any emotion, you have to create it, not stand like this to receive it. We meet couples nowadays who choose not to live with each other, and you know what a beautiful reason they give? I'm not getting anything in this relationship. Simple. And then they look at us like this, like, what do you mean? I'm not getting anything, then why should I live with this person? So they thought they went into the relationship to get. And which was okay if the other person had got into the relationship to give. But if both will come into a relationship to get, now what's going to happen? They say, I am not getting anything. They say, I am not getting anything. And so we mutually decided, why are we living with each other? Move, chalo, ho gaya kam, easy. Because we thought we went into the relationship to get. We don't go into a relationship to get. We go into a relationship to बोलिए. Every relationship, not just a husband, every relationship is to give, to give, to give. So I first give here, then I give to my body, then I give to nature, then I give to people, then I give to work. I am a giver. And successful means a giver. Successful doesn't mean, because anyone who's like this is hollow. That's why they are like this. So second homework, I am independent of public opinion. Untouched. So next time you post something on social media, post only because you feel like sharing something. There is a difference between sharing and there is a difference between seeking approval for what I have shared. Are you sharing because you want to give, or you are sharing because you want to get? Why are we sharing? And that's where we're clicking anything and everything and we're posting. Please like me, please like me, please like me. I had lunch at this restaurant, please like me. Why should people like because we had lunch at that restaurant? Let's pause and think what we are doing. But people want you to like them, and so they will like your post. And also because if they like your post tomorrow, you will like their post. It's simple things becoming extremely complicated, and then we're saying life has become complicated. Life is simple, mind has become complicated. Share when it is something which you can give to the world. You know something, share it with the world. You learned something, share it with the world. You experienced something, share it with the world. But I am having lunch, so I'm sharing it with you. That is not sharing, that is seeking. And then I will keep going every 1 hour to that post to check how many likes. And then someone whose post I had liked last week, if they have not liked my post this week, then next week I am not going to like their post. And very soon it's not liking their post, it is I don't like that person. Simple things complicated. Complicated. Only because gradually dependency made me shift to. So this is the biggest addiction. Biggest addiction. People need to approve of me. हिंदी में कहते हैं क्या कहेंगे लोग है दुनिया का सबसे बड़ा रोग. For those who don't understand Hindi, the biggest illness in the world is public opinion. Because it keeps on changing me. I keep on changing only to become the way people want me to be. So I will start dressing up the way people want me to be. I will start talking the way people want me to be. I will start eating and drinking what people want me to be. I will buy what people want me to do. What am I doing out of my own choice? And then when I do something out of my own choice and someone comes and says, how boring, how old-fashioned, next minute I change. Because I thought what everybody is saying is right. That era is over of majority are right. Check your definitions of right and wrong and protect yourself from collective energy of the majority. This is a time to be on the right even if you are the only one. Are you ready to be the only one and still stand on the right? Yes? Yes? And when you stand on the right, even if you're the only one, very soon someone who didn't have the power to stand on the right alone will start following you, and then another and another, and very soon the majority will be on the right. Actually the majority are right, but they just don't have the power to stand alone on the right. They just want somebody to stand on the right and the rest everybody will follow. So become the leader. That is leader psychology. Doing something which is right even if no one approves of it. But be 100% certain that you're right. Don't do something wrong and say, I don't care, nobody approves of it. And right means right sanskar, which means right nature, right karma. Right not just for me, right for. It cannot be right if it's doing good for me but causing pain to somebody else. Cannot be right. Cannot be right. So right is not selfish. Right is kindness. Right is caring. So are we ready to create simple lifestyle changes from today? Yes? First and foremost, take care of your emotional diet. To be emotionally healthy, to shift from being to becoming a giver, to becoming emotionally independent, I need to have the right diet. Are you ready to change your diet? Sure? How do you ready without even asking what is the change of the diet? Don't say yes like this. बोलो क्या change करना है पहले बताओ फिर हम बताएंगे कि करना है कि नहीं. Leadership. Don't follow immediately like this. Don't follow, because then you will start following anything that is said. You say, then we'll see, then we will check, and then we will decide whether we will do or no. Content that we consume is our emotional diet. What we watch, read, listen is the source of our thoughts. And so the change that we are seeing in the last 25, 30 years, if somebody had to draw a graph of content consumption versus emotional health of society, you will see a direct connection. So going back to our childhood, where there was probably not even a television, to the first TV, the first computer, the first internet, the first phone, the first mobile, the first social media, the first app, the first digital platform, the first OTT. We saw it all in 25 years. And that is why we are the generation who's gone through a lot of new toys every few months. So if I'm consuming content which has lust, ego, greed, jealousy, binge watching 10 episodes in a day, because tonight at the party I have to say I watched that series, then experiencing thoughts of ego, lust, greed, jealousy, insecurity is normal because I had that diet. So when we start experimenting with spirituality, the first step is only a little shift in diet, and which means restrict content consumption. Do you know most of these things are designed to manipulate our mind? We know. And they came out openly and they say that it's designed to manipulate our mind. And yet none of us removed those applications from our phone. Imagine somebody coming up and saying this is designed to manipulate your mind, and we continue choosing it and using it. It is weakening our mind. So restrict content consumption. Anything you don't want to become, don't consume. It's not entertainment. It is not entertainment. It is creating destiny. When we go like this, like this, like this, like this. It is designed to be addictive because it is someone's business. They are doing well. And they've realized that it's very easy to addict people and manipulate them. And so the content is becoming more and more and more addictive. Can we start working on content restriction? Yes? Can you choose content carefully? If you choose your content carefully, you wouldn't have to put too much effort in choosing your thoughts. Take care of the food. You don't have to do anything with the body. The body will be healthy. I've had the right diet. Second, integrate at least 15-20 minutes on a daily basis of the content what you want to become. So that is spiritual content. Content of empathy, content of purity, content of forgiveness, content of acceptance, content of love. Consume and you will start becoming that. Can we do that? Yes, can we do that? 2 times are most crucial. 10 minutes before you go to sleep. And first 15 minutes when you wake up. Both the times the subconscious mind is active. And both the times we are with our phone. Just before going to sleep, I have to see the phone. And first thing when I wake up with my eyes half open, what happened in the world while I was sleeping? The blotting paper here is clean, rested, absorption power highest, and within 5 minutes, I consume the world onto my mind. The first hour should be for self-care, self-energizing, being with yourself, taking a walk, sitting in silence, whatever you like. Be here, be the creator in the first hour of the morning, not a consumer. Creator. That is why we wake up at 4 to 5 a.m. in the morning, because it's the creation time. It's called the Brahma Muhurat, the creation time. And to do that, all that we need to do is sleep early. And as simple as sleep early, sleep deep, wake up. Simple. Life is very simple. Emotional health is the simplest thing to create. But it's very easy to lose it also. So can we do this 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes before going to sleep? Yes, we can do that. Yes. Second, let's start learning meditation. It is no more an option. It is no more an option. It was an option few years back. Do you like? Are you interested? Learn. Not interested? Don't learn. Now it's not an option. Now it's a necessity. Because we need soul strengthening. And we need to radiate that power not just to ourselves but also to our family. And we need to radiate that power to the planet. How many of you have learnt meditation? How many of you would like to learn meditation? Good. So from the coming week, the dates, time and center address is all on the website. all the centers of the Brahma Kumaris in Hong Kong will be sharing with you the art of meditation. Just an hour for 2 days. Come and learn. The sisters are there to teach you. Meditation is not close my eyes and sit like this and become thoughtless. That is not meditation. That is what Google shows us, because they cannot show what is inside the mind. They can only show this like this. And we go online, we say meditation, and we see that picture. Then we try to do it, and then we say, I can't do it. Meditation is not to become thoughtless. You cannot become thoughtless. Meditation is to create the right energy here and to channelize your thoughts. So we need to learn how to do it. Are you ready to take out an hour for 2-3 days to learn it? Yes? Yes? Yes. Please never say, I don't have time for myself. That is self-betrayal. Don't cheat yourself and don't be unfair to yourself. Because you are saying, I'm using all my time only to achieve, and I don't have time for the self. Unfair. So we will take out an hour over the weekend. Details are there on the website. And just learn the art of meditation, and we can start doing it. Everyone that you have seen here this evening, whether it was the performers, whether it is all the sevadharis, they are all like you, living in the world, doing what they're doing, performing, achieving, living in their families, taking care of people, but keeping an hour for themselves on a daily basis. They have chosen to invest 1 hour for self-care. And that 1 hour is allowing them to start working on their emotional health. And today to have the power to then become an instrument to also be here for seva for you. Because when you take care of yourself, you have more time than you need. When you don't take care of yourself, you're always short of time. So can we take out that little time to learn meditation? Yes. Note down the date today. If you still don't do it, check your emotional health next year, 2024, 5th May or 4th May. What is the date today? It would have dipped. Not dipped because I'm doing anything wrong. It would have dipped because the collective energy of the planet is dipping, and I will just get dipped like that. So we need to take care. The slope is getting steeper. Please start moving upwards. If you don't move upwards on your own, you are going to slip down. Only because of the collective energy of the planet. So give a gift to yourself, and that will become a gift for your family. That is the only way to energize your children. Only way. And when you do it, they will get influenced and want to learn and to do it for themselves. You will not have to say it to them. They will do it on their own. And even if they don't do it, they are absorbing your vibrations while you are meditating, and while just you are the kind of person you are because you have shifted. So content consumption, meditation, and the third, experimenting with a vegetarian diet. We are what we eat. Doesn't mean the body is what we eat. It means I am what I eat. Jaisa ann, vaisa man. Kya hai line? Jaisa ann, vaisa man, which means as is my food, so is my mind. Not as is my food, so is my body. As is my food, so is my mind. What is the emotion of a slaughterhouse? What is the vibration of a slaughterhouse? What is the vibration of a slaughterhouse? List: fear, insecurity, helplessness, hurt, hatred, anger, pain, violence, death. And we are saying this gives health. How can death of one give health to somebody else? It can give proteins, not health. So the person who wrote that line made a little mistake. They had to say this gives proteins. But because proteins is health, they said this is health. This is proteins with an energy of pain, helplessness, fear, anger, aggression, violence and death. Jaisa an, वैसा मन होता है. Don't have to give up completely, just experiment for 3 months. 3 months, switch to a plant-based diet and see the shift it will create here, and it will also create here, because the gut and the mind are connected. Easy to digest, feels very light in the body and in the mind, and most important, good karma. You want to take care of the planet? Become a vegetarian. Producing a non-vegetarian item consumes much, much more from the planet. So let's take karma responsibility. Because as will be my karma, so will be my destiny, my consequence. Let's take 2 minutes in silence again. Sit back. Today onwards, vocabulary change. I am stressed. Yes? No. I am a happy soul. बोलिए एक बार. Irrespective of what's happening around me, say I am a happy soul. Had you seen that movie with the song All Is Well? Well, that's the way of living. That if nothing is going right, only one thing needs to go right, the way of thinking, and everything else will change. Bring your attention to the center of the forehead again. And this is an exercise we're going to do multiple times in the day. Just a minute, that's all. Tonight before sleeping, tomorrow morning, every couple of hours. Attention, visualize, energy, point of light. I am a happy soul. I am happiness. I am calm and stable always. I am the master of my mind. I am the master of my life. I create, I radiate. I am a giver. I am a giver. I need nothing from people. I give, and give. Past is past. It's over. I release, I let go. I release, I let go. I forgive, I forget. It's over. I bless them. Bring them on the screen of your mind. Blessings. Blessings, love, and respect for you always. I am the master. I am the creator of my destiny. Self-care is my priority. As I walk out of this room this evening, while doing everything I do, priority is the way I think, feel in every scene. Priority, the way I think, feel in every scene. I energize myself. I empower others. I heal the planet. I am the creator of my destiny. For the next 15 minutes, we will be in silence as we walk out and as we drive home. It will be in absolute silence so that I give my mind the time to absorb, to become, to reflect, and to decide. It's my time. The next 15 minutes is my time. We will be in silence, and only as told you will start walking in silence, just like an angel. Angelic walk, not a hurried walk, angel. Because just by walking also I am energizing myself. And if you can extend it longer, remain in silence till you reach home. Carry this vibration with you back home. Can we open all the doors at the back? Remain in the silence, don't shift your energy. The last 5 rows will first get up. Last 5 rows. Absolute silence, the rest keep looking in the front. Last 5 rows. First 5 rows. First 5 rows. Another 5 rows at the back. Absolute silence. I am an angel, radiator of peace, love, and happiness. I radiate power to the world. Next 3 rows in the front. Next 3 rows in the front.